Going on, my Big Trucker Beef family? How are y'all doing today? So I just seen a really interesting video, and I'm kind of considering it. I'm gonna look into it some more. But Swift apparently has this program where they will pay for your college with the college that they're promoting or that they're partnered with. I'm sorry, and all you have to do is pay like $150 deposit that you get back, and then after 30 days of working for Swift, you can sign up for the school. And it got me thinking, because I've been driving for about 5 years. I've always had this thought of trying something new, of going to school for something new, and trying to better myself. Now, you guys have seen me on multiple places dog on Swift, mess with the Swift, because I mean that's what we do. That Swift is I mean, they have a reputation of constantly having wrecks or low pay or treating their drivers unfair. But at the same time, this whole tuition deal where they will pay for your entire tuition, they will pay for your entire schooling. It's got me thinking. I guess it's at this New Hampshire Southern University. That's who they're partnered with. They give you money to buy a laptop or books. A one-time, $500, to buy a laptop, which is very helpful because I need one, and especially for school. And I don't know. I'm definitely gonna look more into this. If you guys want to know a little bit more detail, the Asian My Show, or I'll show this link down. That's where I seen his video on it. It's a very interesting thing. I've never seen any other company do, because drivers in a whole, we make good money after working for a couple years. We do all right. But me personally, money's good, but sometimes I get burnt out. Trucking can burn you out. And sometimes, me being young, I always have my CDL to fall back on. So what's to say that I can't better myself and have a degree that's fully paid? What's it hurting? If it's paid for, and I actually do go through with this schooling, graduate, pass it, and I have this degree now that makes my worth even better, what's wrong with it? What's the downside of having that degree that was fully paid for, besides working for Swift for however long it takes to get your degree? I can't find one. I really can't, because with my experience, I'm assuming Swift will probably pay me more per mile anyway, so I might actually make enough money, to get by, make a living. And like I said, I have never really been about mega carriers at all. I've always worked for smaller companies. I've always done different types of jobs when it comes to flatbedding, when it comes to being a tanker driver, when it comes to just doing interesting type of work, and that Swift doesn't really offer, except for the flatbedding, of course. But when I seen this, I've been talking to my lady, and I was just like, I want to go to school, but I'm afraid. And my fear was the tuition costs, and being in debt, and having to pay a certain amount, for tuition every month. I can't afford that. I can't afford college. No matter how much I make, college is expensive. So if I have this company that wants to help you succeed and wants to pay for your college, I don't see a downside of this. So kudos to Swift, because for them getting all the shit that they get, it's a very interesting way to help the drivers, especially drivers that want to go farther than just being a truck driver for the rest of their life. There's nothing wrong with furthering your education to be a productive member of society. I mean, a lot of people want to call truck drivers dumb, but we're not. There's truck drivers that go from, they become truck drivers from other positions. I've seen lawyers that just didn't want to be lawyers anymore, that made buco bucks, that became truck drivers, and they're still making buco bucks, doing their specialized deal. I've heard of police officers doing both, truck driving and becoming cops, vice versa. I've heard of people, managers of stores. A lot of people go into truck driving just because of the experience of being able to travel and see all these different places and the money. And I'm always going to keep my CDL. But I've had these thoughts. I want to get into journalism. That's been my biggest thing. If not journalism, maybe videography. Maybe there's just so much other stuff I want to get into that I've always been afraid, because what if I can't find a job with journalism? What if I can't find a job, with video, doing anything with video, social media, whatever? At least I have my CDL to back myself up on and go back on the road if I ever had to. But there's nothing wrong with free. I know what they say, everything's not free. Nothing's free. I'll probably have to work for Swift for God knows how long to get my associates, my bachelor's, my master's, my doctorate, whatever. But in the long run, it'd be kind of worth it. If I'm making, $1,000 or more a week, I'm okay with that. I can budget. I can work with that, because I'm still finding a way to better myself in the long run. Anyway, if any of you guys out there drive for Swift and you're doing this program, let me know what's it like. What are you anything positive or negative about it? What do you guys know about it? If any of you out there have thought about it yourself, going to do this, let me know what's going on, because this is a very interesting topic for me. Being able to educate yourself is awesome. My only downside I can see with this is after driving a long day, going to do the schooling, being tired, maybe failing the class, because we have a lot of downtime, but we also have a lot of uptime. Swift also pays for your Wi-Fi. Like, they'll give you $30 a month while you're in school for your internet. So a lot of phone carriers have like little internet devices that only allow like a certain amount of gigs a month, but still, you get that $500 for laptop or books, free college. It's interesting. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on it. Please comment below. If you like this video, like, subscribe. I really want to talk about this, because this is a very interesting thing. But anyway, I gotta drive, y'all. With that being said, be safe. Big Trucker Beat out.